tell me about the project, how it came together, and the fact that it's yesterday there were two songs that were part of the concert, which is also going to be part of your, which is going to be part of the evening. So please let me know about it. Let's start talking about it.
So the project started 26 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably even before. The project started with the Big Bang.
Yes.
The Big Bang happened, the universe happened, two human beings were formed, two people became friends 26 years ago. And ever since then, a friendship and a relationship, like the universe, spins out things. And the closer it is, the more beautiful what spins out becomes. So he and I have always been talking, Rahman and I, and finally, I think we've spun out something that comes from both our hearts. Something that both of us are coming to after all these years and questioning ourselves and questioning why this happens. Why are we what we are? We don't know. And we've noticed, so then 26 later, why the musical is being spun out. That's how it happened.
And tell us about Bang, the rap song. And it started with a bang. So, and the lyrics and everything put together, and it's written by Shivang. So how did you discover him? How did you choose him? And how did that come about?
So we were discussing, we'd written all the songs almost. And then for the beginning, we thought we'd do a very orchestral kind of piece to introduce and everything. And one morning he came and said, I want to rap. I don't want this.
Okay.
I said, rap? I said, okay, it'll be done. So in 2 days, I worked with Shivang before. He's a son of a friend. Oh, worried father. I was like, my son is going to music. Is it the right thing, AR?
Right.
And I said, yeah, it's the right thing if he goes deep into it. And so Shivang, I explained to him the reason why we're doing the songs, gave him some pointers. And then he just came up with the stuff. He recorded, I sent him a track, and he came up in 2 days. We had a rap. I played him. I said, I love it. I said, great. That's how it's done. Then, of course, we tweaked it and give it, a shape.
Yeah.
Part of the whole evolution of the world from the Big Bang till now.
So the Bang, the rap it's amazing because it is exactly what the show needed. It's not just the rap, not just the way it's sung, but it's the words. The lyrics of Bang the Rap are the lyrics of the pain of our earth, from birth to civilization, to the formation of civilization, to destruction. It just encompasses that part of our show that we want to talk about what we're doing to the planet. It's amazing.
Okay. And the fact that Dance of the Atoms was another song that was there. And again, Richard, I'd like you to, so this is the composer and this is the director. And then tell us about your role and how did you put all this spectacular show into action about your
well, it's a journey of it's a collaboration. So, first there's the foundation of what are we trying to create? What are we trying to say? What are we trying to do? How do we reach? And that's been I wouldn't say a roller coaster, but we've allowed it to sort of evolve. It's not something that we locked off 2 years ago and said, this is what we're doing. And I think we all believe as soon as you do that, then there's no journey, there's no development, so we're still creating work for it. We're still making it up as we go, to a point, because it's the best thing for the show. It's emotion, and whenever you do visuals, the most important thing and the beautiful thing about doing a musical, and the beautiful thing about working with someone with AR's talent, the emotion is in the music. The emotion is in the story. The emotion is there, and without that, you have nothing. So all of this kind of big stuff that we can do and create has no purpose unless it has the soul. But when the soul exists and the emotion exists, then we can go and do our work, and we can go and we can bring that to life, and it has a greater impact. And so we've been riding that journey. We have the basis of the soul and the emotion. The rest for us is easy because we know what we need to do to support that, and we're just having a whole bunch of fun doing that. Whether it's the right thing or not, everybody will judge. But Shaker. I'm not sure whether you agree or not either, but that's the basis of which we do our thing.
Okay. Another thing that I wanted to ask all of you is the fact that the location itself is like a character of your of the scenario. The location, as in the expo and the Al Wasl Dome, is it also a character in your narrative?
Well, the way I think, for example, when I make a film, my big attempt is to go beyond the frame of the screen. If you do not go beyond the frame of the screen, then you're not telling a story. Your frame in itself, you have to burst through the frame to tell your story. Otherwise, it's limited. So in any venue that you use, and Al Wasl is a huge venue, if you say that this is my frame, then your story is limited to that you're saying, this is my frame. Mm-hmm. Whatever you tell the story, but it's the music and the way and your characters and the way they perform has to burst through your canvas. The canvas has to become the universe. So I think that Al Wasl is an amazing canvas. It's a challenging canvas. Yet, even as challenging, it has huge opportunities. But you have to break through those opportunities for you to emotionally get the story so that it becomes universal to you and to the rest of the world.
And let us know what is the role of the Firdaus orchestra in the whole. How are you integrating that within this narrative? Because it's created here, it's created by women here, and you've mentored it, Rehman sir. So tell us about that contribution to the spectacle.
Yeah, the whole idea of creating Firdaus orchestras to make them as one of the world's best and most unique, because there's so many orchestras in the world. And that institution of an orchestra is coming down because of lack of support and everything. So it was great that Expo wanted me to form this. And all over the world is such an inspiring. We're getting messages from all over the world saying that they're fantastic and what a great idea, what a great initiative by Expo and stuff like that. So they can just switch from Western music to Arabic to Indian, like at a snap of a finger. And we built this world-class studio for them. So the first recording was actually for the Why the Musical in the studio, even before. Yeah. So we recorded some of the songs. I think they played on it now. So that's the Firdaus is part of the soundtrack of this, which is going to be released soon.
Okay, and does the I mean, of course, there are 7 songs that are going to be part of the entire narrative, is what I'm told. So we heard 2 of them there. What would we expect the rest of them?
The promo which we released, 2 of them, I think there has the hook phrase or the chorus of that is the why and beyond time, beyond space is already there. And I want these songs to get popular before they come, and I want people to sing along when they see the musical in January midst and it premieres.
Right. Shekhar sir, tell us about this entire process, because I interviewed you long ago when you just started work. This was at the Emirates Palace Hotel when we had a conversation when it had just started. From then on to today, and we had the pandemic in the middle. How did all this come together despite these challenges?
Well, I would say they all come together because they're challenges. If there's no challenge, nothing comes together. If there are no obstacles, you don't jump. If there's no big ditch when you were a kid, remember when you were a kid, you saw a ditch, you said, oh, I'm going to jump this, right? The challenges are the provokers of creativity. Challenges are the provokers of creation. So the more the challenges, the more you create. So yes, everything is a challenge. Getting up in the morning and saying, I've got to create something new is a challenge, right? Yeah. So we've come a long way. We've come a long way into creating, and we believe that we've got something that is provocative enough. We believe we have something that represents the very ambitions and the reasons why Expo 2020 was created, with all its ambitions about becoming this one place that provokes thought, that provokes questioning. I mean, that's the first thing I heard from Her Excellency Reema Hashmi, that isn't it time we all questioned who we are? Isn't it time we all questioned what we're doing and why we're doing it? And that those words permeated over these years into why the musical. They permeated me, they permeated Rahman, they permeated Richard and his team. And so it comes to say the process comes because at each step, I'd woke up in the morning and say, I would wake up and say, how the hell am I going to do it? And then the very next thing is, going to do it. And the third thing is, we'll do it. And the fourth thing is, it's done. But this fourth thing never completes itself. It's never done.
Right.
You know, everything is part of a wave. You know, it's done and then you do more and then so nothing is ever done. When we give you this, the audience, this musical, it's not done because you take it. And if you don't take it on further, then we fail.
Right.
The only way we succeed is that it's not done. That at the end, we don't applaud and say, what a great musical. It succeeds if you applaud and say, what a great musical, and you go home and you take the musical forward in your life, in your art, in the question.
Right. Great. Also, the fact that the UAE's, how much of the UAE's history and the culture is woven into these 7 songs that has been curated. And what did you learn about this country and its leadership during this entire journey?
Well, I think that there is a new leadership here that encouraged me and all of us to create this musical. So what else can I say about the leadership? The leadership has given us a chance and the trust and has said, go make this honestly. Go make this with your hearts. And if that is the way the leadership is going, I can promise you that this UAE and everything that is being done at Expo 2020 Dubai is going to attract the best and the most provocative, creative and thinking talent in the world, if that is what is being said, what we've experienced. It's not a historical, but it encompasses culture. It encompasses culture not only from where Richard comes from where I come from, where Man and I come from. It is cross-cultural, but even cross-cultural is a bad word. It doesn't cross across cultures. It assumes that all our cultures are one.
Right. Thank you very much. I think my time is up, and all the best. And I'd love to see this as soon as it is released, and we will all cover it. And I'm sure it'll be a spectacle. Good luck, and thank you very much for speaking to me. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Rahman sir. Thank you, Shekhar sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.